Site of this building was the original old farm school, which was constructed in the 1870s and 80s, burned to the ground in April of 1902. This building was built between 1902 and 1905 and dedicated in January of 1906. At the time, it was the largest building in the state of Missouri. It's 200 feet from east-west, 176 feet from front to back. It was the only domed building in the state of Missouri when it was built. And if you've been to Jeff City and seen the Capitol building, it looks like this one because it was patterned after this building. Into the dome, there was no restriction on it. And then they found students sitting on the roof, dangling their feet over the side. Kind of decided that was a safety hazard. So then it was people were no longer allowed in here. Well, if you knew the right person who had the key, and if you knew where the entrance was, and if you were very, very brave, you could get in here. And to get in here, you had to come through a custodian's closet, and you made a right turn, and you went up some steps, and you had to duck under a water pipe that went across, and then you turned around, and you came up some more steps, and you came into the dome about 15 feet below where we are right now. And what you saw was a great big empty. It looked a lot like what you see up here. No flooring, beams uncovered, junk stored in somebody's attic. But if you could get up there, that window right there, if you got to that window, you would see a view very much like this painting over here in the corner. We commissioned Gary Lucy, who's pretty well known regionally, to create that painting for us. But by the time he was commissioned to do it, the construction was underway, and he could not get to those windows. So we had the university photographer fly around in a helicopter and take pictures, which he provided to Mr. Lucy, and Mr. Lucy created the painting. Mr. Lucy was here Friday night, and by special permission, he was allowed to go up to that window and see that view for the first time. And he came back down and he said, "Looks just like it." So apparently he did a great job. Lots of signatures up there. The most prominent one is good old Floyd Hafner there from 1952. Floyd was an employee from Facilities Management. His second day on the job, he was assigned to do some painting on the outside of the dome. He came in for a break, saw these signatures, and thought, well, it'd be pretty cool if mine was the biggest one up there. So he hung head first over those boards, and while painting upside down, he painted his name. And that night, the president came in to inspect the work, saw the name, contacted